Whatever you wanna do, whether it's at the crib, it's all up to you. Whatever you wanna do, so you wanna groove, show me how you move. What you gonna do? I wanna rock with you. Whatever you wanna do, you're with me. I'm talking VIP. I won't without you tonight. Oh, I see that the double G. You and me in between the sheets. Whatever you like, baby. I like when you move up close to me. Sexy, grind and hold me. Real close as you're supposed to be, baby. I like it when you put that thing on me. Pushing it up on the 50 jeans. Making it harder in between. Baby, you whether it's like a crib, it's all up to you. Whatever you wanna do, so you wanna groove. Show me how you move. What you gonna do? I wanna rock with you. Whatever you wanna do, I just got the thing. Let's up in the escalade. Go out on an escalade tonight. Alright, what's you choose? I'll grab your hips and move and do whatever you like. Tell me. I like when you move up close to me.
What up, what up, what up?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You can have anything, not stop. All of me right on the spot. Oh, da, 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 da. You have anything, I won't work my fingers on the way to the bone. Now, baby, I don't want to be shy. Saying I can get you anything is ridiculous. But anything you ask, say when in my grasp. Sure. Oh, yeah. No, I don't got fancy cars or diamond rings. Lord knows I will if I make you with the same thing. Hold on, have faith in me. 'Cause anything I have is yours. You can have anything I got. All of me right on the spot.
Y'all know that's the song, right?
I was rolling in my car when I pulled up at the mall, couldn't find a place to park. Threw my keys to the valley. I was only 30, wasn't looking for a thing. I was just about to find. And then I saw this lady. And I said to myself, my destiny only is one for me. Now go, my baby. There you go, oh, she gon' be the one. We gon' fall in love. We gonna have some babies. She was coming up the shoe store, pretty little thing, a couple of bags in her hand, right in front of Macy's. That's what I'm thinking. Then I saw her in the food court, sipping lemonade, conversating on her cell phone, looking so amazing. And I said to myself, there she goes, there she goes, there she goes, yeah. Oh, well, destiny only is one for me. There go the lady, there go the oh, she gonna be the one. We gonna fall in love. We gonna have some babies, babies. She gon' wear my ring. She gon' take my bag. Take her to the cookout. Yeah, her no hay. Take her to my mama's house. If she need a haircut, my cousin can. I'll treat her like a queen. Give her everything. She will be my girl till we old and gray. And I knew it from the moment that I saw her. Love. Yes, I did. Oh, I'm just a baby. I'm a baby. There she go.
I damn near played that whole song right
Away from you, all I see you do is cry.
This lady got a beautiful voice, don't she?
When I see you cry,
You can't Teddy. Y'all don't see Teddy in the background.
how a good time goes by. I don't know if you leave and love me the way I need you. I think we together soon. I hope that we can be together soon. I hope that we can be together soon. Real soon. Can you make it real soon? Think about you. Children, girl, if my wish would come true, girl,
What up, man? I just had to come, I come out like a little old school stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Born and raised in Baltimore. I wish I had time to go live with you on this subject. Okay. Because I'm going to piss some people off. Y'all know me, man. I believe in accountability in every direction. Not just the school teachers. Oh, no. Not just the school board. I hold the people accountable as well. So we're going to get to it, man. We're going to get to it. And shout out to Kim Klasick, man. That sister is the one that actually brought this to my attention. I was going to do a video on the beef between Kim Klasick and Candace Owens. And I kind of, I just didn't decide. I decided not to do it because you can clearly see the click shit going on. Like Candace Owens, the girl didn't say anything. See, you got to understand, and this is a side note. If you are black and you're running for office and you say you're Republican or conservative, the very first thing you're going to have to answer for is Brandon Tatum, and you're going to have to answer for, the people that are in the forefront of the so-called black conservative movement, the Blacksit people, what's the other, Candace Owens. You're going to have to answer for that. And so, she was asked, Kim Klasick was, about, her relation to her. She said, I have no association with her. I have to basically she distanced herself from Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum and ABL. You got to, man. Nobody ever is going to take you serious if you're seriously running for office in a navy blue district. You're going to have to distance yourself from Candace Owens. You're going to have to, because she's saying a lot of crazy shit, man. Now, I like Candace Owens. About 75% of what she says is on point. But that 25% is a motherfucker. It is. And, you know, Brandon Tatum, same thing. I mean, Brandon Tatum just handed Rashard Ritchie his ass. I actually watched the video. I said, okay, good job. Because he actually brought up the destructive nature of Black Lives Matter as an organization. Rashard Ritchie, either he's not informed or he thought that most motherfuckers was stupid and didn't know what Black Lives Matter really stood about. And Brandon Tatum came in and started talking about the family and them taking that money and doing all the shit they doing with it. And that he didn't even mention the LGBT shit, right? Anyway, you know, but like I said, I mean, when it comes to being black and conservative, I do think that a lot of times you have to distance yourself. Shit, I tell people I'm conservative. I gotta defend myself against Brandon Tatum in this. Hey, I'm like, shit. Is that all you think of when you hear the word black conservative? Is Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens? And you know, Brandon Tatum will say, "Well, black people listen to me." Yeah, it's motherfuckers. Look, it's black people that listen to the Klan. They don't mean that does not mean that the majority, or if you're trying to win an election, you need to support the Klan. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I listen to the Klan. Doesn't mean I support the Klan. I probably agree with 50% of what they're saying, but the other 50%, hell no, obviously. But the thing is, when it comes to, Kim Klacik and that whole beef with her and Candace Owens, that's why I didn't cover it, because I just thought Candace Owens is desperate. I really thought she was desperate for attention. She saw her as a rising star in the ranks. She saw her as a threat. That ad really grew her name. And Candace Owens didn't like that, so she felt like she had to kind of attack the girl and drag her down, and went with some rumors. Really, she's on drugs and she used to strip. I don't really care if she used to strip, as long as she ain't stripping now, I'm cool. She said, okay, yeah. When I was younger, I did that. Yeah, she said it. I was like, okay, which I could see. You know what I'm saying? Her former husband, used to run the strip club. Oh my God, she's immoral because she used to strip years ago. No, I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like that. She was also I think she was Miss Maryland or some shit. I mean, shit like that happened. You know what I'm saying? Pretty girls do dumb shit like that. You know, long as she ain't out here preaching, you can be a stripper and then I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say this, man. When it comes to this situation right here, man, let me go ahead and get ready to share my screen, because there's some fuck shit right here. And you know, my thing is this, man, like, I'm all for accountability and all that shit of the teachers. Okay, don't get me twisted. I'm all for the accountability of the teachers. The teachers need to be held accountable. They do, right? The school board needs to be held accountable. But there is no way in hell I could have lived in my mom's house with a 1.0 GPA. I'd have been out on the street somewhere. I would have.
EDU.
Baltimore City Schools reaches an alarming low in student performance.
As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps has learned, nearly half of high school students in Baltimore City this year earned a grade point average below a 1.
Big take.
When Giovanni Patterson ran for Baltimore City Council president last year,
Yet, despite the amount of money they get, we don't see much change.
he ran on a platform that included accountability in education.
Our schools outspend 97% of other major school districts.
And when Project Baltimore showed him how Baltimore City students have been doing this year,
This is terrible.
here is how he reacted.
This is just further perpetuating the cycle of poverty, blight, despair.
This chart was assembled by Baltimore City Schools and obtained by Project Baltimore. It shows the average GPA for every high school grade in the city, freshman through senior. In the first 3 quarters of this past school year, according to the chart, 41% of all Baltimore City high school students earned below a 1.0 grade point average. In other words, nearly half of the roughly 20,600 public high school students in Baltimore earned less than a D average.
It's heartbreaking. If almost half
You mean an F?
of our kids are failing, what options do they have after high school? This is really disheartening. It's sad to see this, man.
On the other end of this chart, 21% of city high school students earned a GPA of 3.0 or better, a B average. About half as many who earned below a D. We can also see the district lost more than 700 high school students during the first 3 quarters of this year. In January, City School CEO Dr. Sonia Santelises first sounded the alarm, saying the course failure rate for students had nearly doubled during the COVID shutdowns. A few months later, in May, North Avenue announced students would not be held back for failing classes. This most recent GPA data could show us why North Avenue made that decision. During the second quarter of the 2019-2020 school year, just before COVID hit, 24% of high school students had a GPA below 1. Now, it's 41%. City schools declined an interview, but told us in a statement the COVID-19 pandemic created significant disruptions to student learning. Starting this summer and beyond, City Schools is providing students with a variety of opportunities to acquire the unfinished learning they lost.
It's not gone. It's not going anywhere.
City Council President Nick Mosby, who defeated Patterson in the election, is reportedly under investigation by the U.S. Department of Justice concerning campaign finance.
Come on, Nick. Nick was at Tuskegee with me, man. I know his wife, Marilyn Mosby. I know them. I know Nick, man. This is fucked up. Extremely fucked up. So he under investigation for fucking up money.
By the U.S. Department of Justice concerning campaign finances, business, and tax records. Project Baltimore emailed and called Mosby's office, requesting an interview to discuss these numbers concerning student GPAs. We never heard back.
These people don't care, man. They come from the same environment.
But this is the problem, man. And look, Nick, I see Nick out there from what's up, man? What's up? You know, we cool like that. I mean, I know him very good, but I know him. He's seen me here Project Mill. Let me say this, man. I blame the people. They had a chance. This guy has seemed like he wanted to do something. I don't know. They could have voted his ass out, but they voted Nick in. They want more of the same. It's the people's fault.
You know, Nick Mosby is a product of Baltimore City Schools. Brandon Scott's a product of Baltimore City Schools, and they see what's going on. But then when you bring this to them, they don't care. They don't care at all. You have to raise the standard. Everyone should be speaking out about this.
Project Baltimore reached out to the other school systems in our area requesting their GPA data. We were told by all of them that it's not readily available. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
And this is the thing, guys. So why did I say this? Why did I come in here and show this? Guys, let me explain something to you. No teacher, I'm going to say this, I'm going to piss some people off with this. No teacher, no anybody can stop you if you want education. I don't give a damn what fucked up school your child goes to. Listen. Hear me and hear me well. I want to know the average price of tennis shoes and the average age of the shoes from taking them out the box to the time they stop wearing them. I want to know. I want to know the average price of the girls' hair that are going to that motherfucker, right? That go to school because a lot of them was at home for COVID, all that shit, right? So you ain't got gas. It's a lot of shit you ain't got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You can get to work comfortably because, so that may give you a little bit more time. You ain't got to worry about picking your kids up. You ain't got to worry. A lot of them halfway can probably get home on their own at that age. But I'm sorry. I just highly doubt that it's the teacher's fault. Now, am I saying that the district is doing its job? Hell no. The district is failing the kids. Could they get better results? Yes. They could get much better results, and they have the funding. They are outfunded. They're spending more than 97% of other major metropolitan areas. You know what I'm saying? So this is no longer thank you, appreciate it. This is no longer a situation where we can say, well, it ain't funding, it's racism. You got Democrat all the way through. This is the problem. This is the problem right here. The people that are in these areas, they are the reason it's fucked up, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I'm not even gonna go. I'm gonna show y'all something right quick, like, cause I know y'all probably like, man, this election over. It ain't about. Look, let me show y'all something. You know, let me show you this campaign ad this sister had. This is the thing, man, and you know, I know y'all like, oh man, here you go with this
shit. Do you care about Black lives? The people that run Baltimore don't. I can prove it. Walk with me. They don't want you to see this. I'm Kim Klasick. This is Baltimore, the real Baltimore. This is the reality for Black people every single day. Crumbling infrastructure, abandoned homes, poverty, and crime. Baltimore has been run by the Democrat Party for 53 years.
53 years y'all been voting and voting these same people in. Under that, your people have suffered. And see, let me explain something. I didn't get a chance to really dive into this because I had to kind of rush yesterday. Let me say this. Guys, there is a Machiavellian way to politics. You can't just come into politics and just be straightforward. They say they're going to give us shit, I'm going to vote for them. That's not how you think, guys. There's a balance in shit being given. Like, look, can somebody give you something and it benefits you? Yes, to a certain extent, people can provide things for you and you'll be able to flourish. But those things need to be things that are about empowerment, like business loans or, you know, tangible assets, right? If someone promised you education, it's not necessarily a good thing. If somebody gives you a free education, it doesn't promise. Look at this. This shit is free and these kids are failing. Why? They getting a free education. Well, it's the teachers. No. When your child comes home, do you even hold them accountable on their homework? Do you even hold your child accountable on, well, I do, but I mean, I can't. It's the teachers. It's her job. It's her. No, it's not. It's my job first as the parent to navigate my child's future. If I don't guide children are like arrows. You point them in certain directions and you let go. And the force, the tension pulls them, pushes them where you want them to go. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. They have lost. I agree. Why did they leave? They left because of the people and the way they vote and the taxes and taxation. Businesses go where they're welcome, right? Jobs go where they're welcome. That's why a lot of people are coming to the South and creating plants and shit like that in the South where they were in Detroit. But you see that shit is falling because the people of Detroit fucked it up. I'm just being straight up. Yeah, I can talk about the politicians. I can talk about all that shit. And you would be right. The politicians do this and the politicians do that. But at the end of the day, okay, what we got? They shut down a black-run school and only 5 parents showed up to what? The school was outperforming a white charter school. I blame it. God damn. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But let me say this, guys. I don't care what school you in. I could go to the worst damn school in the district. If I take my ass to school, if I sit at the front, if I pay attention, if I do what the teacher tells me, if I do my homework, if I do everything they tell me, I can get a degree to a damn at least HBCU. That's at least. And if you studying, guys, I know y'all get sick of me with this little bitty damn graphic that I always show y'all. But until until people are actually able to really start paying attention to this shit, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go because I feel like this is the most embarrassing statistic for us as African Americans. Is this? Let me show y'all this right here. See this? Time high school students spend on homework by race and parents' income. This shit is self-perpetuating. Black kids are roughly about 32 minutes, somewhere in there. White kids, You say the man got his foot on your neck, right? White kids spending about 50, 55, somewhere 56, somewhere in there, 50 some odd minutes a night on average. Hispanics, they already getting everything given to them, and they also outworking your ass too academically, right? Let's go here. Asians, shit, damn near 2 hours a night. And you wonder why they all over Silicon Valley. You wonder why Asians, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Until this shit is fixed, until black people start at least trying to equal white folks in effort, this is a lack of effort. This is why you got a 1.0 GPA. I bet you in Baltimore, that shit under 20 minutes a week, easily, per night. I mean, under 20 minutes a night. I guarantee you. Probably under 10 minutes a night. 1.0 GPA. Damn, you can do 20 minutes and get a higher than a damn 1.0 GPA. Damn. So that just goes to show that a lot of African Americans aren't doing their job with their kids. We aren't doing what we're supposed to do as parents with our kids. That's first. Secondly, the politicians are a reflection of the people. They voted Nick Mosby's ass in there. So they getting what they deserve. I know y'all are like, oh, that's fucked up. So they're getting what they deserve. They voted his ass in there. The people of Baltimore want it fucked up. Hear me now. The people of Baltimore want their city fucked up. Look at this shit.
What is the result of their decades of leadership? Baltimore is one of the top 5 most dangerous cities in America. The murder rate in Baltimore is 10 times the U.S. average. The Baltimore poverty rate is over 20%. Homicide, drug, and alcohol deaths are skyrocketing in our city. Do you believe Black Lives Matter? I do. The vast majority of crime in Baltimore is perpetrated against Black people, who make up 60% of the population. So why don't we care about our communities? The Democrat Party have betrayed the Black people of Baltimore. If the politicians walk the streets like I do, they would see exactly how their policies and corruption.
They're not even like, look at this. Look at this, man. Look at how horrible this is. This is horrible.
Affects us. But they don't want to see it. They don't want you to see this. Go to any Baltimore neighborhood and ask this question. Do you want to defund the police?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. I had 3 sons killed in Baltimore City.
Damn. This man said he done had 3 sons killed in Baltimore. 3. We getting the fuck out after the first one, I'm leaving. Shit, I ain't gonna even let it get that far. When he get into a good skirmish, we moving. I'm gone. I'm not leaving you. No. You dealing with some niggas cross town, them niggas fucking with you like you think it's finna, we finna go, son. Them nigga run me out my city. Fuck that shit. You nigga finna run me out my city. Shit. I'll talk to my homeboy. He said a dude got into it with him in high school. He was at home. He was like 42. Comes home. Ain't seen the dude since like 1993. Okay? He said, hey, man, how you doing? Go up to try to dap the brother up. Brother looked at him head to toe and say, be here when I get back. He just left his order and walked out. So guess what my homeboy did? When he left before he did and got in the car before the dude could leave. I bet a lot of black folks, man, fuck that shit. That nigga gonna run me off. That's why we wound up in this situation we in. So I'm sorry. This man had 3 sons. I'm not shitting on him, man. That's a hard thing to see. But let's look at this shit, man.
And I think if we defund the police officer, it's going to be worse than that. So no, I'm opposed to that.
What are you going to defund the police for? Why? How do you defend your city, your community? Families are losing people.
It's not just Baltimore. The worst place for a Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. It's 2020.
Woo! Did y'all hear that shit right there? Let me go back.
Democrat-controlled city. Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. The worst place for a Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. It's not just Baltimore. The worst
I'm gonna let
place
that shit play till it get on your damn nerve.
for a Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. It's not just Baltimore. The worst place for a Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city.
Bam! Look at this shit. Look at that. Look at this map. You know what, man? I love black people. I do. I love them. I love black people. Or I wouldn't do the things I wouldn't do the videos and say the shit I say. And yeah, sometimes I may seem like I'm mad. I am mad. You know, God rest my dad's soul, man. I used to get mad at my dad because he wouldn't eat when he was going through chemo. But shit, I understand. I know chemo's hard. But I was like, Daddy, you gotta live. I remember I took him to Waffle House and cried like a baby. Dad, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. You know, I was crying and he tried to eat a little bit, and you know, and I'm sitting there, and the lady knew Dad because he used to come over there all the time. And she came over there, you okay? And you know, all that stuff. I said, I'm all right, you know, because she knew me when I was a kid. I just sat up there like, you know, as much as I want to see black people succeed and flourish, at the end of the day, man, we have to want it for ourselves. And part of wanting it for yourselves is critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's just bottom line. Critical thinking. Look, let's say Republicans get in, because I always tell people this shit. Let's say Republicans get in and they remove all the social programs. They racist, right? They remove all that shit. Well, what's gonna happen if they do that? You think niggas finna starve? Hell no, we ain't gonna starve. Black folks gonna find a way to survive. What are we gonna do? Well, crime is gonna go up. You think crime going up because of the social program. Because everywhere Democrats go, give them free shit. Look at the crime, right? It's an inverse relationship. That's why I talk about Machiavellian principles. See what I'm saying? One principle of Niccolo Machiavelli, his book called The Prince, one of the main principles he talks about as a leader, he said, never give people too much. Just give them just enough that they'll be loyal to you, but never enough where they'll be empowered. That is the mantra of Democrats. I'm not fucking around. I mean, you go to Washington, D.C., they have statues of this guy. They don't talk about that shit. That's a dirty little secret. You go to Washington, D.C., they have statues of Niccolo Machiavelli because they understand. They call him the father of politics. Gaming this shit out of our ass. When are black people going to wake the fuck up? This ain't got nothing to do with racism, white supremacy. This is our fault. This is our fault. If your child spends less than 30 minutes a night studying, less than shit, he should look. It should be an inverse relationship. It should be okay. Black kids should be studying 2 hours. Asian kids should be studying 30 minutes. But damn, they got a higher net worth. They got more money. They run in the communities, and they outworking you. Damn. Racism, white supremacy. So you believe in white supremacy. So let me get this straight. You believe in white supremacy. You believe the system is designed for you to fail. You believe they out to get you. So you're going to study 30 minutes a night. How that shit work? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. You deserve where you are, black folks. I know this shit is fucked up. I said I'm for reparations. That don't make no difference. You deserve to be where you are right now. We deserve to be at the bottom. We deserve to be the poorest people because we refuse to adapt, to change. That is the way it is. And I promise you, in the next 100 years, we gonna be fucking extinct out this bitch. You mark my words. We either gonna be extinct or like the Aborigines. You go and you be like, what are Aborigines? And Tariq Nasheed said he went to Australia and couldn't find no Aborigines nowhere. So he had to ride around. Dude took him to like some little rundown alley area and saw a bunch of them living homeless. He said that's where they live at. They've relegated them to basically being extinct. Just like the Tasmanians, they don't wipe them off the face of the earth. Now they just shot them and killed them. They just killed all the Tasmanians. Just shot them to death. But what I'm saying is this: black people, black man, black woman, you deserve to be where you are. Now, all of us ain't like that, right? Obviously, a lot of us aren't like that. A lot of us are about raising our children. A lot of us are about black excellence. That needs to be the standard. I talk that shit. I fall short of being excellent. So I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm a human being. I try my best. I'm running Lifting the Veil IT Academy. It could be better. That shit fuck with me every day. I could be better. But now I'm trying to focus on other shit I'm trying to do right now. So I'm trying to do all that. I'm trying to become better. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to work with students to get I got a few students really getting to the end, about to get some jobs. We're going to make some announcements. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. And my thing is this, like, how long are we going to be victims, man? How long are we gonna just keep complaining about racism and shit like that when you vote motherfuckers in like Nick Mosby? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Right here in Atlanta, I don't even fuck with. I don't fuck with. I mean, she cool. I ain't got nothing against her like that, but she left me hanging. I ain't gonna forget that shit, right? But my thing is this, man. Angela Stanton King probably would have been the best person for the job in Atlanta. She would have for Congressman John Lewis's seat. What happened? They voted that Democrat in 75%. The lady refused to debate her. Nobody wanted to see the issues. Nobody wanted to listen on the issues. Everybody just vote Democrat blindly. That is dangerous. That is dangerous, guys. You don't vote for nobody dangerous, like just blindly vote one way. That's fucking stupid. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. Listen. I went to vote one time. I'm in line, right? And these people so bold in these Democrat districts. They'll walk up, okay, here you go. We got it all marked off for you. This looks just like the voting thing. And that's what they're telling people. And these are all the people you need to check off. They'll let you take this in. Just go in there and click all these. They take. I'm talking about, I'm literally like 10 feet away from the door. Ain't nobody saying shit. You know, I know it's a law. You ain't supposed to be that close. All types of shit campaigning. They out there at the voting thing. Look, man, and all these dumb niggas, I'm looking, I hate to say this shit. That's why Montgomery fucked up. All these dumb niggas was, okay, all right, so this, I bet. I got you, bro. I got you. You dumb motherfucker. You stupid. You stupid. Stupid. That's what you are. If you let somebody come, he came up to me, I said, no, man, I'm good. The nigga got mad because I wouldn't take it. He got mad. This older black woman, check this shit out. I'll never forget this. This older black woman was in front of me. She turned around. That's good, son. You already know. You done your research. I'm like, you damn right. I went there and voted straight Republican. I went down, Republican. I know this guy right here, Republican. And if I didn't know who it was, I ain't vote for the ass. But I at least knew who I voted for. Then when I was walking out, right hand to God, this is exactly what happened to me. It's this dude I knew from when I was a kid. He works the thing. Every year he works it. Super Democrat dude, right? He saw me. He know I was Republican. You know what he did? He said, man, you still voting with them rich folks? He said that shit in front of everybody, right? You know what I did? Sure is. Why? What's wrong with that? He just started laughing. This old man was in front of him, this black dude. I never forgot. This is why we fucked up right here. This old black man was in front of him. He turned and looked at me like he wanted to kill my ass. Like, you motherfucker. That's how he looked at me. I shit you not. Old man, I was like, man, like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, why you mad? Look at this shit, man.
2020. Name a blue city where black people's lives have gotten better. Try. I'll wait. Look at
this shit, man. Look at this.
How are
this guys? It's parts of Montgomery, Alabama look like this now. Don't let this shit. This ain't just Baltimore now.
children supposed to live here and play here? Democrats think black people are stupid. They think they can control us.
They do think we're stupid.
Forever. That we won't demand better and that we'll keep voting for them forever, despite what they've done to our families and our communities. Are they right? I'm Kim Klacik, and I'm running for Congress because I actually care about Black lives. All Black lives matter. Our communities matter. Baltimore matters. And Black people don't have to vote Democrat.
Look, man, I agree with you, bro. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm here to piss people off. That's what I do, right? Let me say this: the Republican Party is more for the little guy than anybody, and I'm not even a Republican. I'm not a Republican because a lot of them piss me the fuck off with dumb shit that they do, right? But let me say this: some of them might be racist too. I ain't gonna might. Some of them are racist. Damn near a lot of the Democrats, shit, even the black Democrats are racist. They hate black folks. When I say racist, I mean hate black people, all of them. Damn near every black politician you see hates black people. Look, that is a prerequisite of the Democrat Party. They will not get behind you unless you have a sincere hatred and lack of wanting to see your people move forward. Because if you want to see your people move forward, you wouldn't do the shit you do. You wouldn't have the policies that you have that are destructive. This shit is destructive. Okay? The Republican Party is more for the little guy because the Republican Party is for lower taxes, they're for family and shit, and they're for small businesses. Well, Democrats say they're for small businesses too, but then they turn around and demonize business, period, and therefore putting impediments in your way. Well, we need to get more taxes for this. The city, look at these city governments. I'm gonna tell you something. You want to go to a city, try to go to a Democrat-led city, tell them you want to start a business. Watch how much money you're gonna have to come up off. Me, when I start a business, I just start. I go after the fact and get them their money. I don't go down there and put out, you'll be putting out probably in certain cities thousands of dollars just to start just cut hair or beauty salon. It was their idea to make you have to have licenses and shit just to do basic shit a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? They fought Uber tooth and nail. When they look, I'm gonna tell you how the Democrats in New York, Google was about to put their headquarters in New York in the district of AOC. She shitted on them so bad. Google said, fuck it, we ain't coming. She ran them off. She should have got voted out. Them motherfuckers voted her back in at the same numbers. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. How in the heck? It was Amazon, my bad. How the hell you gonna run Amazon headquarters out of your district? I'd be like, look, man, fuck it. You ain't gotta pay no taxes for 40 years. You can come to this bitch. You know why? Everybody that worked there, I'm getting tax dollars off. And Google, Amazon pays, okay? Amazon gonna pay. And I ain't talking about no little distribution center. I'm talking about corporate headquarters. They were gonna be right in smack dab in the middle of New York. And they ran them off. And them motherfuckers still vote Democrat. I just can't. She should have lost after that. You had motherfuckers protesting, mad. Before they even broke ground, they was mad. They was like, well, I mean, are they gonna have unions? Fuck unions. We don't need unions. We need tax dollars. Stupid ass. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all a dirty little secret. I'm gonna tell you something. Real talk. This is the thing. If you really want to think about it, guys, the Democrat Party is beholden to unions. Like, let me tell you how. Let me show you how they're not for the little guy, right? So, like for example, the teachers union. Let's think about that for a second. So you have a union that its own purpose, its stated purpose, and I'm talking about. I remember you can't even find this shit on the internet no more. Googled and swiped and just like deleted it. They were at a union. They were at a union meeting in Chicago some years ago, and the lady stood up that was over the teachers union and said, "It's not about the students, it's about us." And all the teachers roared and yeah. I'm like, oh shit! I can't believe she stood up and said that. Like, fuck the students. It's about us. It's about the teachers, right? Teachers union's job is to protect the teachers. That is what unions do. Unions protect the police when they shoot our ass, right? Unions protect. That's why only 1% of them ever get convicted. 1% get convicted for doing it wrong. They just believe whatever the cops say. He walks in the courtroom already, right? I'm not a fan of the police by no stretch. I just don't believe they're out here slaughtering millions of black folks. They shoot 40 unarmed black people per year, 40 to 50, of which a lot of them, let's say half of them, but let's say they triple. Let's triple that. They shoot 150 black people a year. That's unarmed, innocent black people. How many niggas do we shoot a year? And is that the number one issue that black people facing in America right now? When your kids are graduating high school and can't even read, and all of them motherfuckers got a 1.0 GPA. Do you think that, I guarantee you, if I had a Black Lives Matter protest, them 41% students, their parents and them will be out there protesting. And you need to sit your ass home and go study. That's what you was doing last year. You had your ass out in the streets protesting and shit, marching. We're oppressed by the man. And your ass can't even fucking read. You can't even read. What is you doing? Right? So let me go back. The Democrat Party is pro-union, guys. And if you're pro-union, see what they tell you is, well, the union is for the little guy. Well, let me show you how the unions fuck black folks, right? So you got the teachers union. That's the one that's fucking us more than anybody, right? We should hate teachers union because what they do is they lobby to keep your kids in these schools that they're in, right? Because I'm not gonna say that a fucked up school is just innocent in this matter. Yeah, Can you send your child to a better school than they perform? Yeah, you could. You could. Yeah, of course unions are communist. Yes, brother. Straight from the Communist Manifesto, the proletariat. Yes. But let me say this. So you send your kids to this situation where they at this school, now they zoned. You got to go to this school. You can't go to any other school. Now you can either take your kid out. Now take in mind, they hitting your ass real high for taxes. Don't get it twisted. Property taxes in Atlanta getting fucking ridiculous. I had that house, I did that flip. Them motherfuckers hit me for about $4,000 for 1 year, for like less than a year, on a damn house that was beat up, and I repaired it. This was the old valuation. $4,000, that's $300 and something a month. Let that shit sink in. You paying $300 a month just in taxes in these Democrat-led areas. That goes into the schools. When it goes into the schools, your kids are still fucked up. They still coming out. But then the way it works is the teachers will make 70, 80, some of them. But then you go down to that damn school board. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know. It depends on the district. It depends on the district. And I'm not really tripping about, I honestly don't think the police is a big fucking deal. That's just me. I don't. That shit ain't even, I said that yesterday. Police ain't even in my top 10 of shit I even worry about. But my thing is, when you talk about the teachers union is probably single-handedly probably destroying more black wealth and more black families and all types of shit than anybody. And you guys are, how they destroying black families? Because all you got to do is look at the metrics of black men when they're able to make income and doing so. Those men actually are more likely to get married. They're more likely to, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit. They're less likely to go to jail. They're less like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit happens. A lot of the shit we complain about comes from fucked up situations with the teachers union. So you probably need to not vote or support somebody that supports the teachers union. Democrats, you see what we've done now is we romanticize school teachers. Oh, that's the most difficult job. They should be paid more. They feed your ass these lies, and then what you do is you believe it, and you go, yeah, they should pay. I ain't gonna lie. Would it be great if teachers made millions of dollars or 400,000? Yeah, because the best of the best would teach. Black folks will still be at the bottom. We still will be. You think just because we get the best teachers, you still lazy as fuck. So it'll still be Asians doing 2 hours. Black kids, let's say the black kids did an hour. Let's say they at a school where they doing better. The damn Asians are probably studying more. The white kids, the Asians, and the Hispanics are still beat our ass. We have a culture problem. Culture, by definition, is any non-biological behavior. Well, guess what? It's not a biological behavior to put in 30 minutes a night of homework. That's culture. Black culture of any subgroup of people. What's up, champion? You know what I'm saying? And so, guys, we have to really start making wise choices in who we elect, who we support, and the principles and ideologies that we subscribe to. What's up, Mark? A lot of us subscribe to the shit that leads to this destruction, right? You got so many people that fought tooth and nail against Trump. They couldn't stand him. Half of my people, I got some people that I'm cool with. They so happy Trump out. I'm like, all right, okay. You know, Trump was racist. We got to get the race. I'm like, fuck racism. Why you so, like, that's the thing. Black people, our main concern is always and has always been racism, and it cripples us. Because although I get where you're going, I'm a reparations guy. I'm with you. Hey, power to the, well, I ain't gonna say that shit, but I'm just saying. I'm with you. I'm down soul, brother. I'm with you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I wear my fro. I don't have a fro, but let's say I did. I got my fro and my dashiki on. I'm out there with you. You know what I'm saying? Not finna hold a fist up though. But what I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, just understand that when you vote and support these types of policies, deep, guys, let me explain something. Deep in your mind, when you subconsciously buy into the whole premise that someone else oppresses you, I'm gonna tell you what it does for them. First of all, if I'm white, I'm gonna just go and tell y'all this. If I'm white, the first thing I'm gonna do is say thank you. Because what you're telling me is I'm more powerful than you are. I can control you and manipulate you. If I was white, I'm just telling you, if I was white, I would probably think niggas are stupid. I'm just telling you, niggas are stupid. They're lazy. They don't have critical thinking skills. They do a lot of dumb shit. They kill their own people. Like, this is what I would think. They killing their babies every fucking day. They killing all their children. Niggas are defeated. I really don't give a fuck about it. That's how the average racist white man probably would say. You niggas are so fucking stupid, you're going to kill yourselves anyway. Y'all guys in the next 30, 40 years are probably going to be down to 5% of the population. So why should I worry about you? You niggas are stupid. That's what I would think if I was one of them, right? I know that's kind of, I know it's kind of fucked up to feel that way. Damn, so you going to say that about your own people? Yeah. Yep. I sure am. Black folks don't understand. The school teachers unions are pretty much destroying black people. They are probably doing more. They like cancer to black folks. HIV is the Democrat Party, and cancer is the damn because it's a little bit faster. Like HIV ain't as fast as but that's a big fucking problem, right? You need to get rid of HIV. It'll kill you eventually, right? Or it'll have you fucked up for the rest of your life having pop pills every day, right? So you need to get rid of HIV, but damn, cancer, you might not have but a couple of months. You can get rid of that shit quick. The biggest fucking problem that Baltimore has is the elected officials and the people that vote those people in. And those people that are the elected officials are super hyper Democrat. And because they're hyper Democrat, because they're hyper union, the union doesn't give a fuck about your kids. That's why it takes so much to fire a teacher. That is why y'all think I'm playing. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something right quick. I bet y'all like sub always going to the damn video. Let me show y'all something right quick. Stupid in America. Watch this shit here. So I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but I'm just gonna do part one. This is old here.
Stossel special. What's going on in America's schools?
They're not learning anything. It's insane.
Kids fail to make the grade because their schools failed them.
My son.
I don't believe that shit. I don't. I saw people get Ivy League degrees right there in a school that was in trouble because they bust their ass. I was lazy. I'm a grown man. I can say it. When I was in high school, I was chasing girls in basketball. I ain't studying that shit. I was like, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Son is now 18 and he is not reading.
Tonight, stop kidding
That's
yourself.
her fault. I ain't trying to be funny.
Kids fail to make the grade because their schools failed them.
My son is now 18 and he is not reading.
Tonight,
your son, 18 years old and can't read. Come on, man.
stop kidding yourself about your child's school.
The people in the suburbs say our schools are great, but they're not.
So what do schools really need?
We just need a little more money. That is the biggest lie in America.
That guy there had a school somewhere. His kids are doing it.
Is the real problem bad teachers?
You prove I'm a bad teacher. If you can't prove it, don't try it.
See, this is how they think. You prove I'm a bad teacher. It's damn near sacrilege to say that you can't teach. Like, show me where a teacher can be called a bad teacher and fired. Only in charter school.
And we hate to compare, but why can't kids here keep up with students over there?
If the kids in America couldn't do this, they're really stupid.
The faith.
That dude said the kids in America are so stupid they can't even. He passed the test. He's like, if these kids in America scoring this low, because he went and sat. He was over in Europe somewhere. He's like, these kids in America are dumb as hell if they can't do this. Like, that's what he said.
The successes.
Learning should be fun.
We'll teach you a thing or two about being.
And it's not just about black schools. It's not, because I'm in Atlanta. There's a lot of damn good black schools. Like, I'm excited. My son's going to a new school. I'm excited as hell. Can't wait.
Stupid in America. How we cheat our kids. Now, John Stossel.
Good evening. Elizabeth Vargas is off tonight. Stupid in America.
Boring. Anyone?
Are real teachers that dull? Students told us yes.
Some teachers are very boring, so everybody falls asleep.
And is school as bad as the movies?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be entertained when you learn. If you don't, we really believe that shit. You don't have to. Learning ain't always entertaining. That's why we get our ass kicked, because we think I got to have fun every day, all day at school. If not, I'm not. I don't want to learn. I'm gonna leave.
You suggest?
You see kids all the time walking into school smoking weed, you know? It's a normal thing here.
Normal, kids say here at Abraham Lincoln High in New York.
4 years have been miserable in this school. It's like a hellhole.
A hellhole? Really? It makes me want to know more, but it's hard to get our cameras into schools. New York City School District wouldn't allow us in at all. Washington, D.C.'s district steered us to the best classrooms, like this one taught by Jason Camras, the National Teacher of the Year.
24 positives and 10 negatives. Draw it out.
This is nice, and there are many outstanding teachers, but we wanted to take typical classrooms. We were turned down in state after state. Finally, Washington, D.C. did allow us to give cameras to a few students they handpicked, at 2 schools they handpicked. One was this one, Woodrow Wilson High. Newsweek says it's one of the best schools in America. Yet what the students taped wasn't confidence inspiring.
This is Wilson High School. We dance.
Note that the teacher is in the class when he does this.
You would say, well, it's a game.
On that day, this teacher had his world geography class playing Monopoly.
Right now, we're going to ask Mr. Reiner what Monopoly has to do with world geography.
Like Monopoly, we have countries that do better than others based on where you live.
It was after finals, and I don't know if Monopoly can help teach geography, but I do know that this teacher didn't have much control over his class.
Bill, get off the desk and sit in your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up.
Guys, guess what? These kids are at an age where they should be held accountable for their own actions. I'm not going to blame these teachers. I'm not. Do I think some teachers, the teachers union is part of the culprit, is the big culprit. But at the same time, there needs to be some accountability on the parents and the students, as well as just the teachers and the elected officials and the teachers. So it's a whole amalgamation of all that shit. You fix one piece, it's still gonna be some fucked up situations for black folks. Black folks, the parents is the piece that'll change everything, to be honest with you. Or the kids. Like your parents can be shit, but if you come in there and bust your ass, you'll be all right. But you ain't gonna bust your ass without your parents most of the time, 90% of the time. So that's what it is. It's us. It is on us to fix ourselves. It is not on these white folks to save our ass.
Let's look Mr. Griner, raise your hand.
It's hard to believe you can learn much while this is going on.
So, guys who are talking, stop, please. Hey, listen.
And this is one of America's best public schools.
Put the dice away.
Now you may be thinking, these things don't happen at my kid's school. 57% of American parents give an A or B grade to their kids' public school.
The people in the suburbs say our schools are great, but they're not. That's the thing. And the test scores show that.
Education reformer Kevin Chavis says American schools on the whole just aren't that good.
And America isn't going to buy that. America's not going to buy
America's
that.
been buying.
Because America doesn't know what it doesn't know.
Right. Most Americans don't know what stupid schools are doing to American kids. We gave parts of an international test to some high school students in Belgium and in New Jersey.
Answer the questions to the best of your ability.
What the Belgian kids think?
Considering the test we usually get here, well, this was kind of a piece of cake.
It's very easy.
The New Jersey kids were also confident.
How was the test? Easy? Hard?
It was actually pretty easy. I think I did good.
They have reason to be confident. New Jersey students in general test above average, and these kids attend an above average New Jersey school. But the Belgian kids cleaned their clocks.
They got 76% correct. You got 47% correct.
I'm shocked because it just shows how much advanced they are compared to us.
This boy got the highest score among the Americans, but didn't come close to the top scoring Belgian.
The test was so easy. I think if the kids in America couldn't do this, they're really stupid.
Stupid? Let me ask you something. What you think gonna happen when you run into that joker in business? He already see y'all. He thinks he's better than we are, right? And let's look at that. That's Europe versus America. What about Asians versus white versus blacks? They dumb as hell. They children. We can run circles around. They're confident, in other words. Confident. We're not confident. We all, oh, he's Asian, he's smart. Just when you, look, if you Asian and you wear some glasses and you walk in a place, motherfuckers are intimidated. They already think, oh shit, he probably some math whiz. He's probably a genius. He's probably this, he's probably that. So you already think shit. But see, in business, it don't work like that. Intelligence is not all you need for business. See, That's the real dirty little secret about business. It's not all about intelligence. It's not. It's not about individual intelligence. I can hire a motherfucker that can compete with that Asian kid. It's about creativity and bringing all that shit together. That's why America's America, right? That's why I think America's a great country, because it's not you can be worth billions and got an IQ of 97, but you got people working for you that got a 200 IQ. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that. But what I'm saying is these Asian kids, they live in America, they have the culture piece down, and they smart for real. Which is why you see shit like this. Let me show you something. Let me show you something right here. Asians take over Silicon Valley. Watch this shit here. So this is just a little thing I looked up some years ago. I ain't had a chance to look at it. They done took this bitch over from the white man. Fuck white supremacy. You got to remember now, the Asians been here since the 1800s too. A lot of Asians built railroads and shit like that. Those people, the descendants of those people, are wealthy than a motherfucker. Sorry. The ones that came that were cheap, that were from Cambodia and all that shit, they came and they got into fishing and all that shit. Come back in about 40 years, watch how they are. They had their shit together. We're the ones that don't know what the fuck we doing. You know what I'm saying? These Asians that took over. Look at that. Asians outnumber whites in Silicon Valley. Look at this shit. Look at this. Asians, look at that. African American, black or African American, 2%. You better believe 75% of them motherfuckers is not as immigrants, are immigrants, children of immigrants. We're not even 1% probably of the damn people in Asia. I mean, of the people in Silicon Valley. This is what that chart I showed y'all a second ago will get you. That 30 minutes a night versus 2 hours a night. Now look. See what I'm saying? This ain't white supremacy. They put their foot up white folks' ass. This ain't got shit to do with white supremacy. This is the raw data that motherfuckers don't want to hear. Oh no, it's racism. No, you lazy as fuck. You chose not to do your work. I chose not to do my work. I did. I can tell I'm a grown man. I can admit I didn't do my work. I was lazy. I was at the gym till 9 o'clock at night every night. Then I came home, got my ass on the phone, trying to holler at some girls or some shit. That's what I did every day. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it was. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do? You can start by being excellent, striving for excellence, not taking that, okay, it's racism. You know, it's this, is that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, this is the presidents were C students except for Obama was a student. No, Obama did not release. He never released his transcripts, man. He was president of the Harvard Law Review, but his Occidental College and all, they didn't release that shit. I remember that shit. It was a problem. Nobody but the media didn't say shit because they loved him. Because now you got all this alphabet shit going because they knew that's what he was going to do. That's why they loved him. Because they knew he was going to get out here and try to destroy the black family and kids and shit. You know, like I said, you know, but I'm going to tell you something. Most of the shit we do right now is detrimental to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You have a child, you need to probably factor in education as a cost because you're probably not going to be able to send them to public school. And if you do send them to public school, you're going to have to pay supplemental for stuff like you just talked about. Well, Kumon, my son went to Kumon. And Kumon is different than the school he's at now. He's much more advanced because he's been around a school that was a little bit more strenuous. But I'm paying for another school, but I'm gonna probably still take him to Kumon too. Fuck it. I want him at like a 7th grade level in the damn 2nd grade, 3rd grade if I can do it. The further the better. You know what I'm saying? I want him running circles around every kid in that damn school. I watched the graduation from the kids from the kindergarten. Not the kindergarten, the kids, all of them had like 4.0. Damn near all the kids in the school was either 3.0 or better. I was like, shit. None of them were at the bottom. It was like the whole class. They got up for the awards. That's why I wanted my son to go there. They got up for the awards thing. All of them was 3 this, 3 that. Kids graduating. I said, okay, when they graduate, where they go? And it was shit. Full ride here, Morehouse, Spelman, a couple of them went Ivy League. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is where I'm sending my son. It's a black school though. You know what I'm saying? So this is the type of stuff that we need to start looking for. We need to look for this shit. We need to start really being excellent. That is why those kids, I blame the parents before because of their voting habits and because of their lack of accountability on their own damn children. You ain't that damn tired. Your ass watching Love and Hip Hop and Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta every damn night. Your kid got on $200 sneakers. Your daughter got $400 worth of weave in her hair once a month. You can't take that shit and fuck it. We're going to cut your shit out. We're going to cut your hair. We're going to send you over here to so-and-so. And we'll take that $400 that I'm spending on your damn hair and on your shoes and on your damn video games and shit. And we're going to put something in your head. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Asians have a bamboo cylinder that limits them. Not likely in the executive level. It's a white man's country, so they'll use their talent, but are far limited as far as the top leadership. No, brother, that's not true. Tiff, that's just not true, Tiff. Sorry, it's not true. It's not true. Most of the CEOs now, all of the brass, all the people in these Silicon Valley companies, these people get in these companies, they look out for themselves, and they worked up that corporate ladder, and now they're running these companies. A lot of them are founding them. Look at Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is not a bamboo. It doesn't have a bamboo cylinder. Now, you can say it's a white man country, but it's a white man country by name, by number, because there are more of them here. They don't even make up that much of the population. But trust and believe. I live in Atlanta. I see them running companies right here. They work their way up. All them motherfuckers coming up out of Georgia Tech, and they getting jobs right here in Atlanta. They taking this bitch over. All the tech jobs, Indians. Asians means Indians as well. So you got to look at that. You got Indians. Shit. They taking this shit over, man. Guys, I ain't trying to be funny. Steve Jobs was what? Middle Eastern? Like, we don't think this shit through. I think he was something. He wasn't just white. Couple of the people that we name off for these big corporations and shit like that, these are people that are foreigners, that are immigrants. They're not from America, a lot of them. Sergey Brin from Google, he's Russian, I think, but his parents was like math geniuses or some shit like that, professors. So, I mean, you know, you should look into the Asian cheating scandals. Yeah, okay, I agree. Some Asians cheat. They still outwork us, though. They do. No, there's an anecdotal situation of Asians cheating. I agree. Asians cheat in business. Shit, you ever try to buy something from China? They low down as hell. They give you a good picture. That shit we have. I had to throw that shit in the trash when I get it. Right? But what I'm saying is, yeah, they cheat, but they still outwork us, man. There's no way around that. I do believe that. Even when I was in college, they took the test for each other. There was a huge international ring from China taking LSAT and MCAT tests because they look alike. Okay. They still outwork our ass. That does not account for what I see in Silicon Valley, what's going on. They're taking over. So they just cheating and getting in. Nope. I need substantial proof of massive cheating. If you go right now in Atlanta and you see some kids and they Asian, and you watch them and follow them, they gonna outwork the black kids. They just are. Guaranteed. 90% of the time. You gonna have black kids that fuck with them, and they probably African. I hate to say it. Many CEOs are, yep. They listen. Yeah. Just tuning in. Saw Green Gorilla. Green Gorilla. He's more or less part of the BDS faction of Master. He's a professor social. I believe he tends to argue that most of the issues collectively are due to systemic issues. I'll send you some of his stuff. I really don't want to watch it. I ain't even trying to be funny. He a professional motherfucker he got social. I don't want to watch that shit. With all due respect, bro. I don't. Systemic. It's the system. It's systemic oppression. No, motherfucker, it's your culture. You spending 30 minutes a night, you lazy. Simple as that. My mind made up. I ain't even gotta. When I see a motherfucker, I don't care what you doctor, whoever, you wrong. That's the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black people think sports and entertainment is the only way they can succeed in it. Yep. Syrian. Yeah, I knew he was one of them. Going to school and being smart wasn't cool in my hood. I grew up in a straight up hood. Yeah, and that's most of them. Jobs not executive level. You might want to look into Silicon Valley. Most of the CEOs over there are from Asia now. That's just not the truth. And if you're CEO there, you know damn well the CFO, COO, no. Asians are also Middle Eastern. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could look at that. Steve Jobs was Lebanese. Oh, okay. He was one of them. Was raised Arab Muslim. Let's see. Ivy League universities were trashing Asian applications because those white men aren't comfortable with them taking over. They done took over. They ain't got shit to do with it. They call it the F-1B visa. Look at Dr. Michio Kaku or whatever his name. He talks about that shit. The H-1B visa and all that shit right now. Plus, what is Kamala Harris going to bring in 500,000 Indians from India to take jobs? Keep thinking that way, Tiffany. These motherfuckers have done took over. You know what I'm saying? Asians now outnumber whites in Silicon Valley, says reports of social and economic trends. No. Lebanese look like white as snow a lot of time. Let's see what we got. So like I said, man, what's up, mister? Most of the post-tech YouTube channels are Asian. Yeah. Kamala Harris made a path direct citizenship for Indians to work in. Exactly. She making sure she put her people on top. See, Kamala ain't like us. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, they do. They kicking our ass, man. They're kicking our ass. If I break down race and ethnicity with income in America, Asia's gonna be Asian, Filipino, all top. The first top 20 before you get to some Europeans, motherfuckers, it's gonna be Asians. That's just that, man. Black acceptance rates, not whites. Yeah, they did. The Ivy League school rejected a lot of Asians because they felt they were born with straight A's and lacked depth and creativity, bland stuff. Yeah, they do. I work with a lot of them. That's what they lack, but they're not gonna always lack that shit. Just like they couldn't dance like us. Now look, them motherfuckers can mimic like a motherfucker. Look at the Japanese culture in the damn not the Great Leap Forward. What's it? I forget what they call it. The restoration. I did a video on this shit. Magi restoration. Look at it. Them motherfuckers in like 50 years went from riding horses to defeating the Russian army, who had been industrialized almost over 100 and some years by then. And they defeated their ass in like the 1920s. Only 50 years after Admiral Perry forced them to open their ports. That's some crazy shit, man. So the Japanese was a motherfucker. They had to stop them from having a military. Look at what they did in World War II. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Indians got Dunkin' Donuts and networking a lot. Yeah. This girl showed her true colors. Kamala's gonna be black with them full time. Oh yeah, she's gonna be black again. K-pop, exactly. Kamala sees herself as Asian. You see who she's at. Exactly. She's looking out for her people. That's what she's supposed to do, because that's what the fuck we deserve. We deserve what we're going through, guys. We do. We deserve what we're going through. Y'all might not think that, y'all, man, you crazy. No, we deserve it because of the stupid shit we do. I gotta go. I got a meeting in a couple of minutes. Man, y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all.